Okay.
Check, 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 check. All right. So sound is back. But welcome everybody. This is my good friend Darrin Holender.
Hello. How you doing?
Camera there, camera there. Darrin is going to tee us off here on Torrey Pines South, which is the host of next year's U.S. Open and has been host of previous U.S. Opens, notably Tiger Woods' win in 2008. Also host of the Farmers Insurance Open every year, which Tiger's won like 7 times. And Darrin.
Yeah, it's a public golf course. So anyone can play it. Now it's very expensive. It used to be a lot cheaper.
So if you live in San Diego,
it's pretty cheap if you live in San Diego. And UC San Diego, my alma mater, a team I played for a couple of years. That's their home course. I played in my only NCAA tournament ever at this golf course on this hole. This was my first hole for my NCAA. I think I'm more nervous now than I was
back then when
when I was a freshman. But anyway, let's go. As my coach said at UCSD, he said, if you're scared, call the police, Darrin.
So I'm just going to let you know, you have the huge tee. Is that what you wanted?
No, but I don't know where the other tee is.
It's right in front of you. You hit it in front of it, up by the net, up by the screen there.
I'll grab it.
I don't want you to hit this into the ceiling on your first swing.
Good call, good call.
That's the John Simon tee. He's the only person that can successfully hit a golf ball off of that thing. So
yeah, I'll go with this one. All right, everybody.
Here we go.
First swing of the day. 453-yard par 4.
Yeah.
It's a nice starting hole. Against the wind because the ocean's over there.
Very similar to the first hole at Winged Foot where they're playing this week. About 460 yards. I think that's going to work. You got a tiny bit of wind going right to left. Should keep it.
Stay in the fairway. Get out of the trap.
Down.
Oh, that's what I would have done in real life.
Out of the bunker on his first.
That's what I would have done in real life.
All right. We got Fergie. We got Buddy Elfon. We got a nice follow with Yoni and Multicom.
Uh-oh.
I don't know which one of the clan made the Multicom.
I don't know. It could be a friend of mine trolling.
All right, this is going to be my first swing of the day, so we'll see how this goes. All right, right down the middle. Ooh, that thing jumps up in the air.
Like a freaking cannon just went off in here.
Yeah, popped it up a little bit to the left. All right, I'm not in a bunker, so I'll take that.
Yeah, it doesn't look like thick rough.
My friend Ayal is asking. It's actually Darrin, not the Hebrew Darron, or however you say it.
No, my Hebrew name is this you? This is you.
Yeah, I'm further away because of the angle here.
My Hebrew name is not Darrin.
Sure. All right, 185. So just to give you the heads up here. So all the stuff it shows you, distance, whether you're above or below the hole. This is the wind over here.
Yep.
Going against me 7 miles an hour. And then that red and white candy cane pole is on the hole, and that's where it's going if you hit it dead straight.
Pin placement.
Exactly.
Got it.
So 185 out of the rough. I'm thinking I got to hit it almost 200 yards, so I'm going to hit a 5-iron here. And the miss is a little bit right because there's no room on the left where that bunker is. That's a bit right. Over the bunker. All right.
Okay.
Got to get warmed up here. Yeah.
170. I don't need the 5.
Yeah. So.
So out of the sand is going to take how many yards is going to take off?
Probably 20%, maybe.
20%.
So add 25 yards to this, maybe. Close to 200, I think, is what you want.
All right. So I'll stick with 5. All right.
Yeah. My buddy's saying when he orders Chinese food, he uses the name Dave because IL doesn't really work very well.
No.
We're already bonding over people you don't even know. Sounded good.
That's tracking.
Smoke it over everything?
Oh, God. Another trap.
Yeah.
No, almost.
All right. That was
Little chipper. I'll be
good,
fine.
good contact on that one.
You or me?
That's a good question. Me. All right, so I'm going to use your wedge.
COVID.
So the fun thing here is that Darrin and I and our club have our club championship starts tomorrow. It's 3 days in a row. And I learned today while I was just getting set up for Darrin to come over that I lost my 60-degree wedge this week. So that's fun. 78 feet. Oh, the other thing is it changes to feet once you get inside of 30 yards.
Okay, got it.
So I'm trying to hit this 20-ish yards and let it roll the rest of the way.
Ooh, looking good.
Oh, there we go. All right, up and down. There you go.
Okay.
All right, you're 42 feet. A little bit of green to work with. A little downhill. That's going to be nice.
Right.
It's got to sit, though. Yeah, downhill, quick.
Oh, that's a bummer.
All right, he gets to have to make a putt to have the hole, unless there might be a pop. We could actually figure that out. I didn't look at the...
We're going to play true handicaps
Oh,
here?
sure, yeah. What is your handicap nowadays?
It is a 4.0.
4 point on the back black dot there.
Oh, sorry.
All good. 4.0. So you're getting probably 5 shots.
This has to be a high handicap.
I would
Or
think
low
so.
handicap.
This is probably one of the harder holes on the course. 4.6.
It's always tough to start on this hole.
Didn't hit it.
Oh, it's uphill.
Yeah. All right, now you get a free practice putt here.
Okay.
Well, I don't actually. This putt might matter. It might be for half. Let's look at the scorecard real quick. So this is the number 5 handicap. So you definitely get a pop here. You're gonna get a pop on 5 and on 8. All right, so jam this one in the hole. Nice.
Oh, I lipped out. That's what I would. That's what I would normally do.
Hole.
All right.
All right.
This game is this simulator is true to life.
It exposes some actual flaws.
It takes me a few holes to get warm.
All right, so Dave, you're a Los Angeles native, right? Born and raised, and with some stops in between.
Yep.
All right, second hole. 380, little left to right dog leg. We got bunkers on the corner here, which I think you wanted the play is to just take it over these bunkers on the right.
Okay.
Looks like to me. Up, yeah, it's a little uphill. Colleen checking it. All right. All right, that was pretty straight.
Yeah, correct.
Over the bunker, in the fairway. All right. I need some of those pretty much all weekend.
I don't know. This is a lot tougher than River Ridge or.
Well, that was the point of playing this course, is that if we can get around here, tomorrow should be a little easier. Although we don't get gimmies from 10 feet.
For you, they are.
Yeah, no River Ridge on the simulator yet. I put the request in. Nice.
All right.
Oh, sit
Oh,
down,
in the
dude.
traffic at stay.
Eh?
Stay.
300 yards. Just missed the fairway by a foot.
I'm out.
Yeah, 90 yards, downhill 6 feet, winds right to left. That pin is tucked on the right. You're aimed right at the pin.
I love it. You can just see the ocean from almost any hole in south.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool views.
Some hang gliders and
So how many times did you say you've played here?
the real course. I've played 80 times. Uh-oh, short.
Short.
It's hard to get distances here.
Yeah, that's the wedges and the putting is what gets everybody tripped up. 83 yards. So when did you start playing golf?
I started when I was 15 years old. My uncle Alan took me out. I should actually text him, give him a link to this, let him watch. I probably took him to Torrey Pines a couple times. Yeah, he's the only one in my orbit who played golf. And then, oh, that's a hell of a shot.
Sit.
Nice one.
I like your wedge, though.
Yeah, borrow it.
May have to use that this weekend.
And then I played a couple years in high school.
Right, so you started at 15, obviously played a bit in high school,
Yeah.
and made it onto the UCSD golf team?
Barely. Yeah, me and my roommate Orion from Berkeley.
Nice.
So 15 yards.
Yep.
Okay. Bye.
That should stop going up the hill.
Stop.
Oh,
All right, I got to really hit it easier.
got a little putting contest going on here. Yeah, so you're going to get a lot more, rollout on these greens than we're used to playing
Yeah.
Rancho and River Ridge. And
Considering it's software.
yeah. All right, you're up.
All right. Straight putt, 13 feet. Play it like a 6-footer.
Yeah. Ooh, very firm. Oh, he lipped
I
out
lipped
the
out
first.
again.
Inside of 10 now, so that's good.
All right, I don't have to putt again. Oh, sorry.
So what was it, just like natural athletic talent that got you that good at golf that quick, or were you at the range every day for?
I spent a lot of time at the range. I spent a lot of time at Mountain Gates Range. I had lessons there, and then I snuck on for 2 years without lessons, and then just in their practice range because it was so good. Wow, great putt, nice birdie.
Yeah, that's the advantage of being on my
Nice birdie.
home course here, simulator.
I had a good friend who was a junior member at Riviera, so I played a lot at Riviera.
Well, think about those greens when you're putting out here.
Yeah, no, that's a good call. Good call. I mean, think about Torrey Pines' greens. If I
Well,
could-
right. Just lean on your
Yeah.
really nice golf course experience
It's
versus
just the
Rancho
distance you
golf.
are from the screen is always the same, and the distance I'm from the virtual hole is always different.
Yes.
Just getting used to that.
Where our other tee go? Did I lose it already? Oh, I'm standing here with the driver. We got a par 3, third hole. 209 downhill. Don't need that. We got Lee Ross checking in. This says it's the best view. How many times have you played here, Lee? In your bid to play every golf course in the world?
Would you hit 4?
6.
Oh, really? Downhill?
Downhill, yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, needed a little more. 40 feet, 10 yards short.
All right. I'll do the same.
Just once for Lee Ross.
Well, he only played once, huh?
But he's played a lot of courses one time.
What was great about Torrey is that the pros would come every year. And
Yeah.
we would get to volunteer at the range. So we got to watch them practice, which was great.
Swing. Yeah, there's something about watching. Oh, go in the hole.
Bite.
There's
There
a
we
gimme
go.
birdie on the third hole.
There we go.
All right.
Starting to get in there.
Local knowledge is starting to pay off. Yeah, something about watching professional golfers that translates into my game in a way that like watching LeBron James play basketball doesn't. Where I watch those guys on the driving range, hit shots, and I can go home and the next day translate some of that to my game.
Yeah.
Whereas I can't watch LeBron dunk over, another NBA player and then all of a sudden jump 6 inches higher.
Yeah, I mean, you and I were able to go to the hallowed grounds of Augusta National and watch the pros practice in the practice range, the most beautiful practice range of all practice ranges.
Unbelievable.
And just what got both of us, we talked about it so much, is the pace of their swing. They're ripping it, they're turning hard, but their takeaway and setup is just so gradual and deliberate that it's shocking to see it.
Well, that's exactly right. I mean, we went to Augusta last year in April, and that's really when like my game, which I was playing terrible, turned around just from watching that for a couple days. And I remember we played in Augusta the next day.
Yeah,
and my swing was just immediately better.
We played Patrick Reed's golf course.
Yes. all the tributes to Patrick Reed and his college career.
I'm gaining strokes here, guys.
Yeah, you're picking up.
Everybody on at home, you thought he was going to just wipe me clean after the first couple holes, but
So already birdied.
I'm hanging in there.
Yeah,
Go left.
My first putt on this hole kind of killed me.
All right.
That's all right. All right, so we're back to all square here. Darrin tee box. So what was it like growing up in LA back in the day? Because I obviously have not been here
Wow.
back in the 80s and 90s.
It's pretty similar. I didn't, I was gone for 10 years, but while I lived here, before I left, I was living in Westwood. And now I live in Beverlywood, so it's not
a whole lot.
Yeah, not much has changed. I haven't moved too far from where I started.
Until recently, the air quality has probably been better.
The air quality got unbelievably good
Right,
in March and April because of the shelter at home.
Yep, no one driving around.
Yeah, it was fantastic. And now we're suffering. Yeah.
All right, so 480 yard,
Yeah.
par 4.
Jeez. Come on, everybody.
You got
got the wind coming from the left, from the
wind
ocean.
from the left.
It's a calm day, though.
It's light, and you're aimed right down the middle. So if you like that, then let her rip.
All right. Hang in there.
Little block.
Oh boy.
Oh, get under
Cart
that.
path.
Get on the cart path.
Yeah. Oh.
All right. Still hitting at 300 yards. Oh, you got to look at it from there.
Yeah. I'll take 300.
All right. So UCSD on the golf team as a freshman.
So I won't go into great detail because it would bore everybody, but me and my roommate from Berkeley, we were both the same. Like we were shooting in the high 80s. If we were really playing well, we were shooting in the high 70s, low 80s. And the rest of the team was basically shooting, under par or at worst mid 70s. So we were never going to travel with the team, but we made it on to the top 12. So we got free gear and free instruction. It was great.
Okay.
Oh, that's
all I wanted was
lovely.
fairway. I don't know what we did with the tee that I usually use. I had to use a low one there.
Is it gone?
It's here somewhere, but it can't go too far.
All right.
So,
Okay.
you're on the team. You get to play in a tournament at
So
Torrey.
no, I only played in one NCAA tournament. It happened to be at Torrey Pines. It was a massive invitational, 50 schools. So that's why I was able to play, because we could
Right.
play both the A
The A
team
team
and the
and
B
the B.
team. And I was firmly at the bottom of the B team.
Yeah,
Actually, I was probably better than Orion, slightly better because I practiced a little bit more than him. But we both just played a lot of basketball and, you know, going to class here and there. I think this is the right club. I'm going to try to keep it low because of
Yeah, I
this
mean
tree.
that tree is not really going to.
It's not relevant,
You're not going
right?
to get it high enough that quick.
Exactly.
For it to matter.
Okay, so I'm not
And
going
the
to.
pin's in the front, so if
Yeah.
you got room long, and if you
Yeah.
landed a little short, you can bounce up there. Other than that bunker, short left is not really a bad miss unless you nuke it over everything left.
I think it looks like there's a slope right to left by the green.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to play that.
Oh, it's just a little bit right.
Come on, kick left. No, geez, that's long.
Not the oh.
Oh, man.
Yes, it's a cart path you caught out of bunker.
Glider port.
All right.
Will it let me play out of there?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
As long as you didn't go over into
I'll take it.
the ocean.
How did I go? So how far did I hit that?
It must have been 195 that you hit it at least, because you were right of the hole. Yeah, close to 200 yards.
That's pretty crazy.
What'd you hit?
7.
Yes. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay. It's 5. Alex Resurrection and Luke Morel have been in here recently, and they've had a couple shots like that too, where they just nuking 6 and 7 irons pretty deep. All right. I'm hitting a 6 iron here out of the fairway. I'm a little scared now. Ooh, that's deep and pushed out to the right. All right, we're gonna calibrate our swings a little bit, and we're at sea level, so you don't get any extra distance for being at elevation or anything.
What's amazing is you're here for 15, 20 minutes and you forget that you're in Reseda.
Right.
And that your next door neighbor is a
Tattoo parlor and a hookah den.
and a hookah den. Yeah, it's straight out of Karate Kid. All right, so what am I doing here? It's 6.
Hold on, we gotta give you a mulligan.
Undo. Oh yeah, it's thinks I hit it.
Yeah. All right, you're good to go. Yeah, so this is just a hit it and hope that it doesn't get caught up in the plants. Got to hit it harder than that. Let's give you a real mulligan in there. I gotta coach you a little bit better.
Okay.
So you're definitely in deep rough. So it's going to take a lot of distance off.
Okay.
And it's probably going to clip something. So what I'm thinking here is you're 60 yards away. It's 6 feet uphill. I'm trying to hit a 75-yard shot.
Got it. Oh, that's much different.
Yeah. Yeah. So even then, it still kind of eats it up.
Yeah. All right.
That's the idea.
I'm taking beating on this hole.
Yeah. For you, the pizza place on the end of the little complex here is fantastic. They make very good pizza.
So I'm hitting this 20 yards.
Yeah, 20, 25.
Yeah. Go. Oh my
A
God.
little uphill.
This is what happens. I get cocky about my birdie. Sitting looking at triple.
Well, it's match play. And one hole can't kill you. Unlike this weekend where it absolutely can.
Every stroke counts.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I haven't played in a 3-day tournament where every shot matters in a long time. All right, 38 feet, just way downhill.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, stop.
Hang on.
Look at it go. Yikes. All right, so you golf team for a little more than a season at UCSD. Obviously, you graduated.
The second year, I was like, I wasn't climbing out of the B team. I just, no matter how much I practiced, I wasn't going to get good enough.
So are you putting or chipping?
I'm going to putt.
Put it on the back then.
Right.
But I assume UCSD was a good place to be for college. Had a good time.
So where do I aim this?
So you want to aim to the left because you're not on the green, so it's not lining you up. But you see the break, how it's going left to right.
Yeah, hopefully this is going to work.
Oh, that could actually, if it stops, it's straight downhill.
Oh, God. That's awful.
We're going to see some putts like that from the pros this weekend, so I'm not going to feel too bad.
That's awful.
All right, this is me here.
Yeah, I played on then that was it. I played golf for the next 2 years while I was in San Diego because I kind of took advantage of my UC San Diego golf bag
Right.
to play, to get on all these courses that we had carte blanche on. And so I would play here and there. If my uncle came to town, we'd play, and that was it. I didn't have too many friends that played, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Golf for me was a solo sport for a long time. And then when I went to New Orleans to law school at Tulane, there was a little tiny course called Audubon. It's like a little I don't know, municipal course. And as far as it's 14 feet. Oh, man. Okay.
All right, we're moving past this hole. No one
Yeah.
did anything great there.
So that was it. I played for 2 seasons, kinda, and took the next 2, 3, 5, 8, 10, 12 years off of golf.
Oh, entirely took off?
Entirely,
I
yeah.
don't think
3 years in Israel, I didn't play at all.
Right. So let's
Yeah.
you went to law school in New Orleans.
Yeah,
So you were there for 2 or 3 years, right?
3 years, yeah.
Then was it right after that that you moved to Israel, or was it?
Yeah, I came back to LA and then moved to Israel.
What prompted that?
I'd been there while I was in law school. I had like a profound experience, like a whole summer working and learning there. And I spent the next 2 years in New Orleans kind of longing to go back. And did. And then when I met Taryn and she agreed to move to Jerusalem to live with me, we lived there together for a year and a half and had Yehuda, and then moved to LA. So
Wow. Big block. I gotta find the other tee.
so being in LA,
So you
I started to get the bug for golf like probably 4 years in.
yeah.
After I was trying to set up whatever I was doing for business, for work, I started driving by Rancho and be like, oh, I remember that place.
Yeah. I used to do that.
All right, what is this?
How's the golf scene in Israel? Is a question from Lee Ross.
The golf scene is minimal. There's one real golf course. It's a Pete Dye.
What are you looking for?
The tee.
Well, there's the tall one, the yellow one. I haven't been able to
Yeah,
track
okay.
down the
Okay, no worries.
medium one.
Yeah, there's one golf course. I think it's a Pete Dye design. I like it. It's a nice like desert style golf course. It's in the desert. I would play there any chance I get. But it's in an area called Caesarea, or Caesarea, and that's not really close to Tel Aviv. It's not really close to Jerusalem. So if you're not living in one of those 2 major cities, and you like golf, you better be somewhere near Caesarea. And there's like a tiny little executive course near Herzliya as well. But I didn't play golf once there when I was living there.
So you've been back and played though, right?
Yeah, so I've visited.
Ah, crushed just a little left.
I've played it a couple times. That's what I used to do, by the way, at Torrey Pines. I used
Just
to spray it 300 yards right or 300 yards left. And then
All right, still you, just
Yeah.
off the path. I'm determined to find this tee. Oh, there it is, under the laptop chair. Got it.
Yeah, I like it. Lee, if you ever go to Israel, play the Caesarea golf course. So I got to really worry about going over.
Yeah, so you're 162.
All right.
You're 14 feet above the hole. Pins in the middle.
I'll just hit an easy 9.
That was too easy.
Uh-oh.
You look like you tried to chip that.
Yeah, well, mistake.
All right. Where am I? I'm on the right somewhere.
Yeah.
160. I'm the same distance. I'm just on the other side, and I'm level with the hole. I'm gonna hit an 8-iron. So you met Karen while you were living in Israel, or?
I met her the first time, like briefly, before I was living there, and then I went on a date with her while I was visiting the States, having been living in Israel for a while.
And the rest is history. Now you guys have 4 kids.
Quattro.
Quattro. Come back.
Where's the wedge?
Your stuff's all over there
Okay.
still. And what year did you come back to LA full time, or I guess since then?
2004.
That's about when I moved to LA.
Okay. So this is
75 or
Yeah,
77
downhill.
yards downhill. Pins in the middle. You got room short and long.
just inching my way there.
Yeah, you're being a little tentative with the.
Okay. I'm afraid to hit it too. I've been going long.
Yeah. Well, you hit that one that you knew.
All right. 70 feet. It's like 25 yards.
There you go. There you go. That's inside of 10.
Don't
Right.
have to putt.
Don't have to putt. 3 putts.
All right.
So you came back to LA, and this is post-Israel with your law degree. You are now, if I remember correctly, working in music.
So I took the bar. I worked for a company called Beacon Pictures. Then I went on my own, my own practice, and then I somehow fell into representing songwriters and publishers, music songwriters and publishers, obviously, and started working in that space while I was also producing
Wow.
some movies, and that was kind of my life for at least the first 4 or 5 years while I was here,
Right.
while I was back. Do you have a cup for me to pour this into? For you?
You can. I can rinse one out if you give me just
All
a
right.
sec here. I just hit a 30-foot putt that went 60 feet downhill,
It happens.
but I felt like I was hitting about 10 feet. Now I'm going back up. Catch the piece.
Hang on.
Now I'm going back downhill.
Oh boy.
Okay.
I can win this hole?
This course is exhausting. Well, you're definitely getting a stroke. We gotta actually. You made a 5, and I'm putting for 5. So yeah, I think you already won the hole. All right, we'll double check that when we finish the front 9 and see where we stand. I'm pretty sure you won that one. Stroke there.
I'm getting
All right.
some messages from people to, one said, I gotta wax you.
Is that Tristan or?
No. I'll say who it was. All right.
All right, six hole here. I still have the tee because the game's not accounting for the handicap strokes. We got a first par 5, 550 left to right. We got bunkers all down the left.
You're up. You got your cup?
I'll do it after I hit the
Okay.
shot. Oh, and I found the other tee. It's under here.
I'm hoping this Samuel Smith's Nut Brown Ale is still good. I found it in my mother's fridge. I went to go visit her, and I think it's been there for like 4 years. Hopefully it's good.
It's extra fermented now. It's going to be perfect. All right. Keep cutting. Keep cutting.
If the people next door don't think this is a gun range, then I don't know what they're thinking.
It's much louder in here than you pick up on the mics because I've got a noise suppression thing.
That's right. Keep pulling them left. And it's not cutting like I normally do.
All right. Head on. All right, good. All right, so you're still away now. Now you do have to kind of work it around this tree or under this tree,
Beer is good.
through this tree.
The beer is good.
That was good. All right, so
That's
par
me.
5, so that's the good news, is you just got to get back and play here.
I got a pipe of 3-wood.
All right, so I'm going to aim you down like the rightmost edge of the fairway here,
Okay.
unless you want it somewhere else, but that's
Now
your aim.
I'm in rough.
You're in
so-
the rough, and you're going to probably want to try to keep this a tiny bit low,
Okay.
just so you don't hit that tree. Oh, that's going to work. Oh, you crushed it just a little right.
Okay.
270 out of the rough with 3-wood.
All right.
Monster. Just keep this over here for now too. So I'm going to try to do the same thing, except get on the green here.
What's great is we never have to wait for anyone in front of
It's
us.
amazing. playing
love
Torrey
it.
Pines in 2 hours. Can't beat that. All right, I'm aimed at the right center of the green, hoping I can hit it straight. Wind will take it just a little bit right. Kind of like that. Go, baby. Go, baby.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Eagle.
On and 2. Oh, give me a...
Eagle.
Not a gimme, but yeah, I got a putt for an eagle.
Eagle. All right. So now I'm
Just off. Pin high on the right side. You got a little bit of green to work with.
37 yards. Does it matter that I go high up? Will it stop if I go high up? What am I
So
doing?
it will stop faster, but you got to keep in mind you are out of the rough, so you're not going to be able to get a ton of spin on it.
So I should hit it like 50 yards.
No, I'd hit it exactly the number, because
Okay.
when you land a little short, it'll roll. Yeah, I feel like you're taking yards off in your
I
head.
am taking yards off. I'm yeah, it's all good. All right.
You get
So
it.
20 yards.
Yeah. Yeah, 20 yards out of the rough. There you go. That's well played.
Par.
Easy par. Means I got 2 putts to win.
What are we at? Are we even right now? Are we square?
I think I'm 1 up.
You're up 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll double check though. I know we pushed the first hole. I won the second. You won the third. You won the last hole we played. One for that. We'll copy that. All right, 21 feet. Oh, the last putt scared me. It was so fast. All right, it's 4.
Look at that. Scripps Institute right up there.
Oh, Yeah,
There's the
that's totally-
hotel and then the Scripps Institute. But I think that's the Scripps Institute. Pretty good.
They do
Graphics.
do a pretty good job of putting in all the sort of sights and things you can see around the golf courses, clubhouses and hotels and ocean views. All right,
Ready player
450
Brian.
yard par. Another lot of left to right holes on this golf course, which works for me. That's what I want to see for the next 3 days. Is I just want to see my driver going 20 yards left to right every time.
Pick left.
Go. Go. Yeah, I'll take that. It's okay. All right, we got questions coming in for you here.
Oh boy.
Can you read that screen from there, the top one?
Hold on. I can't.
Give them something to think about. So,
Yeah.
what's your favorite match format? Match play, skins, gross, regular metal play, something else? Someone who plays a lot of golf in all of our main and side events.
No, I like team games. Team games are fun.
There you go.
But skins are great because I tend to get. Jeez, I keep pulling
You
it
are
left.
just
I'm hitting the same exact shot every time.
perfectly consistent. Just bomb to the left with no cut on it is like.
But in real life, it would be cutting.
So actually, that's a good opportunity. Let's
Yeah.
look at what the thing shows you. So this is your swing here, right?
Yeah. Do you see how my club face is open?
So your club face is closed. So you're 4 degrees closed, which is why the ball starts left, and your path is 5.3 out to in, which is a tiny little fade, like that's why it's not going. You're basically your path is matching your club face, which is why it's going straight. If your path was like 7 degrees outside in, it would cut more. Or if your face was 1 degree closed, it would start less left and cut a little more.
Okay.
So just, that's the cool things you can look at with the analyzer, but 113 mile an hour club speed, you're carrying it 290 yards, all that stuff pretty closely matches what I, typically would see from you on a real golf course. So that's always fun.
Yeah.
So out of the sand, it looks like you don't have to worry about hitting that lip that's in front of you. The pin
It's going to take some
pin's kind of back middle.
It's going to take some yardage off the ball.
Yeah,
'cause
I
I'm in the
mean,
trap.
I'm thinking like for me, if I'm hitting this
190.
shot, yeah, 190, because you have a lot of room short. If you hit it and it only goes 170, you're still going to land on the green. But if you hit it 200, it's nuked. Oh, it's perfect. Get up. Yeah, good shot.
Okay.
Shot. Yeah, you were saying team play that's the one thing I don't think we do enough of as a club with our random, tournaments where we have a 2-man 4-ball match. Obviously, we have our SCGA team play, which we didn't do.
Well, I don't mean team play like the club team. I mean.
No, I just mean in general having a partner like me and you playing against 20 other twosomes kind of thing.
I like that. I like switching off. I think it's like being able to play with everyone in your group throughout the 18 holes gives everyone.
Where like the Vegas game.
Like you have to cheer for somebody.
Yeah.
Like or everybody at some point. And that's good. I like positivity on the golf course. I don't like, people taking themselves way too seriously.
60. Oh, sit down.
Sit.
That was too much club.
Yeah, I remember going back, near those waist areas.
Been over the cliffs a few times.
Too many times.
All right,
You're still out?
Advantage Darrin here. I got to get up and down. All right, 41 feet straight downhill, a little left to right. I'm gonna land this like, I'm gonna hit this about 15 feet out to the left. Didn't hit it left enough or short enough.
Bite.
Well, gonna have to make a putt. All right, you got a putt to win it, maybe two.
So, 28 feet. You're saying I should think 14 feet?
Well, you're uphill, so you're 28 and almost a foot uphill. So you do have to hit it.
Like 10 feet?
Well, I'm thinking 30 in my head because it's uphill and I'm used to the speed. So maybe for you,
Oh, plus 8 is where the hole is. Okay,
yeah, it's
got
up 8 inches above you. So
Got it. Okay.
call it a 30-footer. There you go. It's inside. I'll stop inside 10 feet. It's an easy par.
Easy par. 2 in a row. Getting the hang of it.
And I think this is another hole you got a stroke on. So I think you might have just won the hole right there. Is it 7? Yeah, we'll double check the scorecard after 9. 12 feet.
Wow, very good.
Just made it interesting. Yeah, I was going to say, I like the Vegas games that we tend to play in our weekend skins games, except I tend to get my butt kicked in them for some reason. For the year, I'm down like 8 out of 10 legs of Vegas I've been losing, and it's been a little frustrating. And I blame it on my partner every time. It's never my fault. All right.
You do normally carry a team, so.
I've had a couple rounds where I've been under par or shot under net par and lost all 3 ways to Vegas a couple times, which is a bummer.
No, that sucks.
Fergie's watching. Fergie and I were playing. Was it Rustic last weekend? And the leg that we were together, I think we lost by losing 20 points on the 6th hole out of 6, and that kind of stuff has been happening too much. Oh, up 22 feet. All right, 6 side. I have not considered that lead.
Who's Al Chervik?
That's Lee Ross.
Okay, got it.
I need more.
Lee Ross's alias, of course, is Rodney Dangerfield's character in Caddyshack.
Of course.
Fitting.
Yeah, I need more Lee Rosses to subscribe to my channel, where I can think about. Get in the hole.
Go right.
Oh, there's a gimme.
190.
Yep. I had just a knockdown 6th iron, which is kind of like a one.
I'll hit a
75, 180.
Awesome.
Yeah, hit that subscribe button in the bottom right corner.
You're talking to me?
No, I'm talking to the chat, Lee Ross and his.
I was like, where is that subscribe button? All right.
Took a nice full swing at that. Is it going to be
Tracking?
too deep?
Get close. Oh.
You hit it the exact number. All right, you got to chip it in.
Chip, huh? It doesn't really like the putt from off the green.
No, off the green, you don't really want to putt.
I learned that lesson.
So this is just a tiny little, just pop it on the green and see how it's going a little right to left.
Like a 3-yarder?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Oh, he did it. Very nice.
Birdie.
Very nice.
Second birdie.
All right, I got some competition going on.
I'm gaining on you in the stroke play.
All right, what's the ninth?
Down.
What's the ninth hole?
4.
616-yard par 5. Whew.
The long one.
Yeah, I would say so, especially since it doesn't look like it's way downhill, downwind, or anything.
No, wind's right to left.
Right to left. All right.
It's really true to the real life. It's amazing. Oh, he's trying to get there in 2, ladies and
I'm
gentlemen.
trying to get that
He's
wind.
trying to
that
get
pushes-
there in 2.
I'm not getting there from that bunker.
All right.
All right,
It's time for me to
see
get
what
in
you
the
got,
fairway.
Mr. Left bunkers.
Looks like left is not bad here.
No, you've got. I mean, you get the same kind of bunkers on both left and right at 300. I mean, it's just like clockwork. You are just
I'm
dead straight right down that left edge.
in this same shot every time.
Yep. I mean, the consistency is great. If you can straighten that out a hair, you're going to be.
Yeah, maybe I'll aim right.
So that was, I mean, again, just to look at the thing because I'm actually interested just of how consistent you are. But club face, 2.5 open,
So
2.4
I'm just aiming
outside
left.
in.
I'm
Yeah,
aiming left.
just
Okay.
aiming a tiny bit
All
left.
right, that's fine. I'll fix that. What hole is this?
This is 9.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, you got plenty of time. All right, so I'm out of a bunker, 300 yards to the green, 240 to those bunkers. I mean, just anywhere down the fairway. Looks good to me. I'm going to hit a 4-iron out of the trap here.
Pretty good. Pretty good. All right. So if I tried hitting like a hybrid or a 3-wood or whatever,
Yeah.
it would know that it's too low because I'm in the sand. Or
I think a hybrid you'd be able to get away with no problem. A 3-wood might be cutting it close if you hit it low. Yeah, no problem with an iron getting out of there. Yeah, good shot.
at least.
Oh, sit in.
Yeah, in the rough. Yet again. So it's going to cut at 20%, you said?
Yeah, 10 or 20. It kind of, what I seem to have found, because it doesn't tell you outright, is that the further into the rough you are, the more it'll take away. So you're a foot into the rough, it's not going to take too much off. If you're 30 yards into the rough, it'll take 20, 30% off. Have you seen the pictures of the rough at Wingfoot this week?
No, is it really, really thick?
I saw someone took like an Arnold Palmer, like a aluminum can,
Yeah.
like put it down in the rough, and it goes to the top of it. And it's like 4 inches thick, and not like a Rancho Park where it's barely there and most of it's just dirt patches.
Have you tried figuring out who used to have this facility, this office or
Yeah,
store front before
it
you
was
did?
it was like a Boost mobile cell phone store or something for a while,
Got it.
and it had been vacant for at least 6 months. 116 uphill, right to left wind, pins on the right. Try to squeeze this one in there. Ah,
Bite.
I was afraid of going too far right and missing the green. All right, putting.
Uh, 95, so I should play it. Oh, because rough though, it's light rough.
Yeah, light rough. You got wind going right to left, pins on the right corner.
Hit it 110.
A little less than that.
Okay.
Get down, get down, get down.
I went over? Or
Yeah.
was that the green?
I think no, you're in like the next fairway or something. Yeah, you carried it 112.
Oh, I went too far.
Yeah.
but that was a 60 degree.
Wow, that's a
I hit a full 60 degree. That wouldn't have gone more than 100 yards in real life.
yeah, that's a strong 60 degree.
Okay. 30, 25 yards? What was
Yeah.
that? 25 yards. Yeah, I can't seem to do the.
You're just a little short in all these little chips.
It's a shame because
This is me.
probably wouldn't be that bad in real life.
No, it's much
Ladies and gentlemen,
much easier to chip in real life when you can actually see the depth perception and the elevation and what your lie looks like. All right, 29 feet up 4 inches, pretty straight. I didn't hit it hard enough, I don't think. I got it to the hole, just about.
that's a gimme.
That's a game, that's par.
Got to make this.
Yep. You've chipped in once already. Can you do it again?
So left to right,
Mm-hmm.
downhill,
Yep.
24 feet.
Yeah, you want to hit it halfway there and let it roll.
So basically like 4 yards. No, it's done. Oh, it's gone.
Yeah. Yeah, the only chance you had was to slam it into the flag stick.
Brutal.
All right. Get one back.
Brutal. 17 feet. Okay.
Hammered. All right, inside of 10.
Thank God. So what's the match at?
All right, we're going to check the scorecard real quick here. As we get to the 10th hole, then we'll take a little 60-second break. All right, scorecard. You're getting 5. So I won the first hole. Oh, you made a 6 there. Okay, so I'm up 1. I'm up 2. I'm up 1. I'm up 2. 2. 3. 2. 2. 3. I'm up 3.
Okay.
So you're getting your pops here on 4, or sorry, on 10, 11, 12, 13, and 17. And we're going to take a quick 60-second break, so we will be right back. All right, we are back on the 10th hole. I'm up 3. All right, what's the 10th hole here? 412 yards.
We haven't had a par 4 that was less. This is the shortest par 4 we've had.
There was one like 380 on the front,
Okay.
or maybe 390. But yeah, this is the second shortest hole we played today that wasn't a par 3. That was towed out to the right. Plenty of room over there. Ugh.
All right.
So we'll let you hit the shot, and then we'll move on to the next topic.
All right. I'm going to try to aim a little bit right.
I think that is going to work. Oh, look at you're just
Get out!
out.
Yeah.
If there's a bunker, 200
On the left. I'm going
on
to
the
find
left
it.
between 250 and 300, you will find it.
That was a strange.
You're away here.
That went really high.
All right, so you're up. So how did you get into the film and TV business?
Well, I grew up in it.
Yeah.
My dad was always in it, so I grew up with television and film distribution, production. That was our house,
Yeah.
and we watched a lot of movies. Me and my dad would watch movies at least once or twice a week. We'd go out to Westwood and go to the theaters. So we'd always see at least one or two movies a week together. So bottom line, oh man, I'm pushing my irons and I'm pulling my woods.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So I mean,
Yeah.
my just sort of non-professional eye is that you're going at the driver nice and hard, and you're turning fully through it, so your bottom half is a little left, and that's why you're going left. And with the irons, you're everything's kind of held back, and your
Got it.
hands are ahead.
yeah, okay,
Just that's what it looks like to me.
yeah. I'm afraid to hit my irons too long, and I think that's what I'm doing. I'm kind of laying off too much.
All right, so what do I got here? I got 140, little uphill, out of the rough, over the tree, downwind, 9-iron. Is what I'm thinking here.
I took a lot of film classes. I was a theater minor, so I did some dramatic stuff. Not much acting, but classes, writing, Woody Allen classes, random classes. Any movie classes I could take at UC San Diego, I would take them.
Did I clip that tree? I think I clipped the tree.
Oh,
All right, I can get up and down from there. And your whole, growing up, your father was always doing some form of film and TV distribution, acquisition.
it was more of the deal making and
Right.
and not getting involved in creative,
Right.
and so that wasn't really that was I don't know, not necessarily frowned upon, but definitely wasn't promoted
Right.
in my home. So 5 feet up,
Oop, hold on, let me.
Sorry.
It's all good. There you go.
5 feet up, 25 yards, 30 yards.
Yeah. Oh, look at this.
Okay,
Sit. 6 inches too long. You got to make a putt.
I gotta make the putt. Damn it, man.
All right, I'm chipping here. Nudie Beach. What? Did we miss a comment?
There is a nude beach at Black's Beach in La Jolla, which is kind of a couple miles down south of where Torrey Pines is. But Maybe there's some nude beaches at the bottom of Torrey Pines. I don't know. I've never seen it.
I feel like you would have found the spot to be standing on the
Yeah,
and see that as a
I would have.
college student if it existed.
I probably would have known about it. Okay, straight 10-foot going downhill.
Yeah, needs this for a half.
So I just hit it like a 5-footer maybe.
Yeah, just nice and straight. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Easy.
Stop the bleeding.
All right, going to par 3 here. So then at some point, obviously you're back in LA, you're doing the music, entertainment law kind of thing, and your dad pulls you back into his...
Well, I was over the course of a few years while I was back, I would do a project or two with my dad. I would help him with some legal. I would help him with some due diligence. I would help him with basically whatever he was doing. Mm-hmm. Be happy to help. After a few years of him starting to get back into doing it on his own with no partners, buying libraries, distributing them, I started to see an opportunity if we went in on the digital distribution side of things and not just focus on the television market, which was, in my opinion, dying or starting to die, but that we should focus on digital, build an infrastructure that could handle digital. But like I said, I was always interested in creative and development,
Right.
producing things, making things. So I also saw an opportunity in buying libraries for the intellectual property, because one of the movies I produced was actually a property that he and my mother had owned at one point earlier in their career. So I'm going to hit this, 210, 220?
I hit a 4-iron. I didn't hit it great and came up, 15, 20 short.
I can't.
I think this is a 4-iron for you, probably. Just an easy, smooth 4-iron.
I'm a mess. Where's the 4-iron?
Did you abandon your 4-iron somewhere?
I don't know. This is not
iron covers with the numbers on, and put them back
Yeah,
in your bag so you can see it.
I think it is in my bag. Oh man, I can't find it. Is it over there?
Nope, nothing over here.
Okay. You know what? I'll hit one of these.
You can hit my 4-iron if you want.
I'll hit this 5-iron.
Okay.
Maybe you'll see the 4-iron at some point.
Yeah, we'll find it.
Okay.
All right, can he put enough juice in this 5-iron? Sounded about as hard as I've seen someone hit a 5-iron.
Where is it?
More than enough.
Is that the green?
Yeah. Pin high just pulled it a little bit. See, you hit a nice full smooth swing there and you went a hair left with your iron the same way you would with your driver.
I don't know how smooth that was. But
well, you went after it. Like you didn't hold back. And that's what it looked like with, your other iron shots and your wedges. You're a little held back at the driver, and that shot you're going all the way through, which is why it's left instead of right. All right, so this is a long 66 feet and a foot uphill. All right, just get it inside of 10 feet. That's all I'm thinking about.
Go in. What?
Oh, it hit
it lipped out.
It lipped out.
Noodled.
Uh-oh. Lee Ross is I'll read this while you're hitting your putt here. Great story about Tiger in this hole. Forget who told it. Essentially, 2 pros play in front of Tiger hitting 6-iron. One lands pin high and bounces long. The other just misses the green. Tiger takes a 4-iron, and the other pros are like, whoa, did Stevie miss the club from here? Does Tiger know what he's doing? So Tiger hits a low punch that lands in front and releases to the back edge. The pro's like, wow, that's why he's the best.
Wow.
That sounds about right. Tiger hitting a 4-iron just to make the shot harder for himself and pulling it off.
Come on. Come
Oh,
on.
let him in.
Go in. Oh.
10 inches. Good putt. Lee, I did something similar to that at River Ridge on Saturday, just so you know. On the 17th hole at River Ridge, it was playing 205. There's a little bit of wind, and that hole looks like it's uphill, but it's really a little downhill, and the pin was in the back. And I was playing with this kid, Rick Mersai, who's kind of new to the club, but he's a 0 handicap. Young kid, hits the ball a mile. And he hit a 6-iron that ended up a little short and right. He didn't hit it very well. And then I hit a 4-iron because I wanted to, again, knock it down with a little bit of a cut and roll it back to the hole. And I did. It ended up 5 feet behind the hole. And when I told him I hit a 4-iron, I was going to hit a 4-iron, he was shocked. But look, Tiger Woods does it all the time.
I played in the same tournament as Tiger Woods once.
Really?
Yeah, I was 15 or 16. I just learned how to play. I was entering
You
it.
and Tiger are pretty darn close in age.
He's a year younger.
Yeah.
And he was 14. He blew through the field. I think he shot like 1 over or 1 under.
Right.
I forget whatever it was, 71 or something like that. It was Rolling Hills.
Oh, there's.
Oh, you pulled one of mine.
I know. I've been pushing the last couple, so I tried to.
I think it was Rolling Hills. Pretty sure my dad dropped me off and picked me up. And I played. It was nerve-wracking. My first tournament ever. God knows what I shot.
Tiger Woods is in your.
And no, and he wasn't in my group.
Right, but in the tournament, he's playing.
Yeah, and I look at the scoreboard at the end, and I see this guy with this, like just beating the next person by like 4 strokes. All right, par 5.
Yeah, par 5, short par 5, straight, little downhill. Wind is just against, but light.
Is that yours?
That's the higher. Is that the higher one? No, that's the higher one. Yeah, that's the John Simon special.
All right, just use this one. The cone's up there. All right, so I'm going to aim a little bit right. Okay.
All right, so you did what my shot usually is, and I did what your shot usually is on this hole.
Flared it.
Yeah, you got a little bit closer to the hole with the being on the right.
Did not like that swing at all.
Should be.
All right, is it you or me?
I think it's me. I'm 225. Yeah. So how'd you get into the Rancho Men's Club?
So that's a good story.
Yeah. 230 out of the rough.
After playing for a few years at Rancho by myself or with random people who I would just run into or just friends of mine who happened to play, I befriended Jeremiah.
Jeremiah Harrington.
And
speaking of Torrey Pines.
Speaking of big hitters.
Yeah. Oh, turn over a little bit.
And we played a lot together, and he was like, "Look, man, you should be playing with all the best players on the golf course, you know.
Yep.
And the only way to do that is to play in the club. You know, there's a few good players here and there that are not in the club, show up at Rancho, but
right,
for the most part, if they're a good
right.
player at Rancho, they're probably a member of the club.
Right. There's not a lot of Richie Kims who somehow don't play in our tournaments that can beat us all.
Right. Semi-pro dudes or pro dudes. Not them include, you know.
Yeah,
So-
Rancho is notorious for having all the guys who used to be pro in some fashion or another who've got their amateur status back and come to pick on the rest of us.
Right.
Colbys and
Naming people. So now, is this going to play longer or shorter?
I'd say, well, you're into the wind, out of the rough, so
Okay.
add some for that.
240?
Yeah.
Oh, push. It's kind of weird.
Slappy push.
Hang on. Hang on.
All right, pin high. Just gotta chip on. We're both off the green. So I was looking. I don't know if you've looked at the setup for the club championship as far as who's in what flights, but I was really surprised that the 8 flight is going up to like an 8 or 9 handicap.
You think it's too high, too low?
I'm just thinking about relative to prior years. I could be completely wrong because our old website is gone, so I don't have access to this data or haven't bothered trying to look where I can find it. But I feel like last year our A flight or championship flight, whatever you call it, for the club championship with 4 flights, the highest handicap you could be was like a 5 maybe and be in the A flight.
Mm-hmm.
And
So,
this year
so you're saying that someone who's got like a 7 or an 8 right now
is in the
is squeaking into the A flight, can easily win net.
I mean, not easily. You still have to play,
Right,
obviously.
yes, for sure. But
usually the club championship, because it's the only other, the majors are the only times we do 4 flights. And usually with 4 flights, your A flight gets capped off somewhere around, 5 index. So we have so many guys that hover around, 0, 1, 2, 3, that there's not enough room if they all play for a guy with an 8, 9 handicap to be in the A flight. But I think if I'm, what I was looking at online the other day is correct, there are some 8s and 9s in the A flight, which seems like a lot. Now that my handicap is down where it is, I'm not worried about net anymore. I'm just worried about gross. But still, I'm thinking about how many people how many people do you have to beat to make it to day 3? And some of the handicaps I'm looking at, I'm like, ooh, these guys are gonna get a lot of pops. Good putt. Oh,
I lipped out again.
Yeah, I just
Lipped out
too much
again.
speed on the downhiller.
Par.
So we've had this conversation, but we'll go through it again because I'm curious if your thoughts changed at all. And obviously now that we're on the stream, what do you think wins low gross in the club championship this weekend?
Okay.
Like,
so River Ridge, I think a lot of players are going to shoot at even par or below par.
Yeah, okay, you think below?
I think there's going to be a few people at 1 or 2 under. A few people.
A few. Okay, so you're
thinking a bunch at around 0 or 1.
There's going to be some good days tomorrow. Some people are going to put up the numbers.
I think so. And then the other course is Rustic. Yeah, that's tough to just shoot under par at Rustic. You got to be playing out of your mind.
Right. It's a black tees.
Yeah. I think
Rustic
there's going to be very few under pars. I would say less than River Ridge.
Yeah.
But Los Robles is just easy. I
Right.
see a lot of people going 3 and 4 under. So I personally think that winning score, low gross, is going to be 3 under.
3 under. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're on this. You're on the low end of the spectrum from the informal survey I've been doing. The
Yeah.
highest I've heard is +6 from Todd, thinking that that's what's going to win it. I think he's just being optimistic about his own chances.
Oh shit! I mean, Todd can easily get 6 over, no problem. But and better.
Well, that's my thinking.
I think he can do better, but I just feel like there's going to be there are going to be people who just go low. I don't know. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah,
3 under. That's pretty low. Is that the lowest ever in the club championship? Am I just off? I just don't know
I
enough.
kind of remember. I mean, Lee's watching. If he's still watching, he might remember better or be able to look it up if it's available anywhere. Good ball. Nice little bullet down the middle.
Another trap.
No, I think you're good. I think you get plenty of room.
All right, hang on.
I think 310.
All right.
I have a similar. I think it's gonna be close to even par. Mine, like over under. Maybe someone has an amazing weekend and goes 1 or 2 under. Maybe it's the conditions are tougher, the wind's up, and 1 or 2 over wins. But somewhere around even par, because and I'm thinking about it slightly differently. I think River Ridge is tougher because people don't play it as much as Rustic. Like Rustic is a tournament that if you play in any SCGA stuff, all the qualifiers are always Rustic. There's a lot of skins games there. We play there pretty frequently in our weekend skins games. It's known as, you know, one of the best public courses in Southern California. And barring the little like 14, 15, 16 stretch, it's a relatively easy course. The fairways are pretty wide. The greens are big. They're tricky, but you know, you can hit a lot of fairways and a lot of greens without being on fire.
I just think Los Robles, there are going to be guys who go 3, 4 under, and my question will be whether or not they got even par, 1 over on the first 2 rounds. That's I'm thinking, you know, some guy can shoot 1 over at River Ridge, even par at Rustic, 3 under, 2 under at Los Robles. So that's what I'm thinking. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I think too highly of the guys in our club. But there are a lot of players who shoot under par quite often, including yourself. So I can see you, you know, shooting even par 3 rounds in a row. You wouldn't be far off the lead at 3 under. And you have how many strokes are you getting?
0.
Yeah. So
yeah, my handicap just went down.
Yeah, you might win place or show with even par.
Right.
You know, and you're capable of it. So I just think that there's enough guys that can do it.
What's going on, Ollie? Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, we played River Ridge in the skins game last weekend. I shot 3 over with a double bogey on a par 5 that shouldn't have been a double bogey.
Get out.
Yeah, that'll work. And, you know, wasn't playing particularly well. Had a couple nice birdies. Had a couple, you know, bad bogeys. I don't think River Ridge is a particularly hard course. Do you have your wedge? I don't think. But I just think the familiarity and the fact that it could be windy and it's earlier in the morning, all that kind of stuff, like it's farther away. Like I got to get up tomorrow. Like all of us have to get up at like 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. You're not used to that.
Yeah, I can't do morning carpool tomorrow.
Right. That's a little different. All right, 60 yards. I got to actually hit this. Oh.
But this is a good warm-up, I think. I feel like this is a good warm-up. I feel like I'm going to wake up in the morning feeling like I've swung quite a bit.
Reset that one.
Oh, okay,
I hit.
yeah, no worries. You hit the...
There's one pole up along the top. If you hit it before you hit the mat, the mic picks it up and thinks you sculled it or missed it. All right, 60 yards. Just got to hit it lower so it doesn't hit that thing. Yeah, that's better.
Oh, nice. Please note, I gave him an extra.
You did. That was a 3-1.
I'm down 3 still?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. All right, 33 yards. Uphill. Just a third right there. Go.
Oh, look at this.
Turn.
Oh, stop.
Bye.
God.
Bye.
The ball just does not stop on these greens when you're hitting it out of the rough. There's no spin. All right, this is a little chip you want to hit here, I think.
Uh-oh. I'm off the green.
You could putt it. It's just going to, you know, it's hard to judge how much it's going to eat up the putt out of the rough. Yeah, I mean, I think River Ridge is a wild card because, like I said, I think...
Depends what if there's a lot of wind.
If there's a lot of wind, it can be tough. I'm sure there's a bunch of guys who don't like. I was talking to Alex Resurrection, who, you know, he's a 0 or +1 player, and he's like, I've played there twice, so he doesn't have a lot of familiarity with the golf course. So that is going to come into play for some of those guys. That's a good putt from off the green. Just got to stop. Exactly 10 feet.
Is that a gimme?
Nope. You're gonna make it.
You got to be kidding me.
Oh, no, there you go. 9.9.
Thank you, computer.
Hey, K-Rob, what's going on? All right, putting for birdie here, 11 feet. Oh, wow, I pushed the crap out of that. All right, that's a par. That's a push.
So you're still up 3, and we only have 5 holes left, 4 holes left.
Yeah, but your strokes are going to start to come into play.
All right, where's the love out there? Who's rooting for me? Who's rooting for me to come back? Come on.
Everybody always wants the guests to beat me, so.
Okay. How many guests have beaten you?
A handful. A handful have beaten me. All right, we're 415, 14th hole here. Yeah, like I said, I don't know. River Ridge could be anywhere from 2 under to 2 over is the best score of the day, depending on conditions. I think Rustic, even though we're playing the black tees, somebody in the 8th flight is going to go 2 under. Maybe 2 people. Maybe there's a handful of scores around even par. Because like River Ridge, I've played Rustic 2 or 3 times recently, and shot right around even par without feeling like I had a particularly good day. But
I just hope the smoke isn't bad in River Ridge. Do you know what the air quality is in Oxnard?
I haven't looked, and
The air is usually better there.
yeah, because it's close to the ocean.
That's all I care about right now. Smoke inhalation.
But 14, 15, 16 at Rustic are that's the amen corner, whatever bear trap, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Because that drive on 14 from the black tees is you got to hit it a long way to get over all the junk. And then 16 is looking downhill at OB left, OB right.
Oh boy, that's done.
Well, he's into the gorse.
Oh, rattlesnake country.
Try not to get eaten by
Rattlesnake country.
rattlesnakes or.
That was a horrible swing.
All right, you're away here.
Okay.
152 uphill out of whatever conditions you're in. I'd say like 175. Just hit whatever you think a 175 shot at. See what happens. Yeah.
Where's the flags?
Yeah, I just got eaten up by the.
Oh
book we were
boy,
in.
that sucks.
All right. I'm away.
Okay,
I think you get a stroke here, so you can still.
eke out the
Up
win.
there. All right, 142 out of the rough, into the wind, downhill. 9 iron.
Why did I leave all my clubs out? Look at that. Just why?
Making a mess.
Why did I do this?
But you're right. Los Robles is the big question mark because it's the least played of any of those courses. Most guys are least familiar with it, but it is the. Got some shenanigans going on here. It's the one that if you're playing really well,
Yeah.
you can go nuts and go under par. Or
Los Robles is an easy course.
if you don't know where to hit it off of the tee on 3 or 4 of those holes, you can lose your ball on an easy hole because you just don't know where to hit it. Like there's a couple holes that I know exactly where I want to be on that course, but I can never get there off the tee. And go!
Oh,
go,
that's
go,
so
go, go,
close.
Go, 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 go.
Oh, that's so
Ooh.
close.
Ooh. Good
Automatic.
hop. All right. So if you just pulled out from where you're at now, you win the hole.
104. But playing a lot longer, obviously.
Yeah, I mean you're in this like little edge of the bush there that may do nothing or it may take a bunch off.
140?
Less than that.
No, I didn't hit it well.
Pick it up. Free mulligan.
Didn't pick it up? Good?
Sit.
Brutal.
So I don't know. I mean, I have no favorite for who I think is going to win, but I think whoever does in the A flight is going to be even 1 under, something like that for 3 days.
So you think 1 under is the winning?
I just feel like playing on 3 courses that are not Rancho makes it harder than our normal club championship. Even though I think Los Robles is an easier golf course than Rancho Park is. I honestly think Rustic is an easier golf course than Rancho is. There's just a couple brutal holes that you have to squeak by.
Yeah. I can't get the distances right.
Yeah, you're just trying to get through the hole here.
And I somehow lost the 4-iron in the process.
It's got to be amongst
It's in the hookah den next door.
pile. They're using it to light up their.
Oh, and it's not going to let me putt. All right.
Just see what happens now. That doesn't matter.
Okay.
There you go. Look at from off the green.
All right. Brutal.
So Lee's saying 67, 70, 69 for me. I would take that 100 times and run away, but I just want to be somewhere around even par on any of those courses and try to do it 3 days in a row, because
Yeah, that's a feat in and of itself.
that gives me a chance. I'm not expecting to be under par in any of them, but I can't shoot a 78 or whatever tomorrow and have any hope of that being good enough, even if you go 2 under the next 2 days.
I just think someone like Colby doesn't have to play that well
Yep.
to shoot 1 under every day,
Yeah.
and that's your 3, or even 3 under at Los Robles.
Well, that's what I think. Guys like Colby, like Alex, like what's his name, Corin. Those guys can put up a 3 under on any of those courses on any one day. And then you've got guys like Lee Ross and Todd Wade who are probably not going to shoot more than 2 or 3 over on any day.
Oh, that's crushed.
So, I can see Lee going out there and making par on every hole for 3 days in a row. Throw a couple birdies or a couple bogeys in there, and even par for 3 days is not out of the question.
Right.
Or, going 2, 3 under at Robles and 3 over at Rustic and even at River Ridge, and there you go.
Par 4 or par 5?
This is a long par 4.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, big swing. A lot of height.
Sky ball.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, back in the fairway.
260 pop up with a nice kick back into the fairway.
Back in the fairway.
All right, you got 230 to the green, lying 0. Which of the weapons is he going to choose? All right. Pins all the way back, so you don't want to be long.
Oh, wow. My light is going
you've
way right.
done that a couple times with that hybrid.
Yeah. Maybe it's not the right club here.
Swipey shot.
I usually... What? All right.
197 uphill, wind is left to right, pins all the way in the back. Like a choked up 5-iron. Oh, I cut that a lot.
Get out. Ooh.
I mean, I'm even through 15 at Torrey, or through 14 at Torrey Pines. I mean, I should be able to do this at River Ridge, right?
For sure. Same spongy
Exactly.
fairways. 60. I need to hit this like 75.
Yeah. Sit down.
Where is that?
I don't know.
Pushed it right?
Long and right.
I don't get it. 20 yards.
Yeah, your chips feel very like you're taking it back just a little bit and trying to go into it really hard rather than smooth.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
oh, this is me. This is me. Let me see that club. 35 feet. Ah, my head over the sensor.
Not bad. Not bad. He's getting in within 10 feet, not having to putt. That's the key.
363s. Yeah, 363s would definitely win it.
This stuff. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Stop talking about my cheats, guys. I don't want to get banned from Twitch for cheating in my video game, Golf Simulator.
All right, one for good measure.
Ram it in the hole. Lipped out.
All right. So you're up. That's it? 4 and 3?
I think that's it.
4 and 3?
We're playing for fun on the last three.
Okay.
Or
I'm going to try to get into single digit
double or
if
nothing.
I can.
All right, par 3. Do you know what your best score on this golf course is?
Probably like a 74, 75. Probably shot 2 or 3 over one day.
Mm-hmm.
I could never break par at Torrey. I never really, I probably didn't shoot better than 75.
Mm-hmm. That's still pretty solid on
Yeah.
tough golf course.
It was probably easier then than it is now.
Right. A little stretched out now.
Greens are just so much faster now, probably.
Trying to take some off of that. Locked it out.
Has anyone hit a hole-in-one in your simulator?
No, nobody has made a hole-in-one. There's been a couple of chip-ins. There's been, I think Dauber has the record for the longest putt at like 80 feet.
That makes sense.
And no one's even come close.
That makes sense.
Trying to think. Luke Morel had a ridiculous hole out of a greenside bunker where he hit it up a hill and spun it back like 20 yards on the green and made it.
All right, we'll see if I can hit a 5-iron. 215 in the hole. Not even close.
Straight. Oh,
Okay.
pitch and putt here.
My favorite part of this simulator.
Oh, this is me.
That's you.
What's your favorite golf course you've ever played? Anywhere in the world?
Kind of like, I remember playing PGA West in Palm Springs. I thought that was just incredible. I love Edgewood, Lake Tahoe.
Oh, no.
Playing the Desert Inn with ice and snow on the ground in Las Vegas
Oh, sure.
was also a really interesting experience when I was 15, 16. My cousin overturned a cart. And it was so cold that I actually couldn't feel the pain that I was in when I realized that I was on the ground with the cart on my side. And the cousin was not that strong. He managed to get the cart out from above me so I can get out.
Now, Lee Ross pointing out Luke Rex did make a shot that was 2 swimming pools long. The Aussie measuring system is not meters, but swimming pools. Oh, good shot. I've tipped over a golf cart one time at Sunset Hills, I want to say. That's up in the north side of the 101, wherever the heck it is. This is me here.
I played the old course in Cannes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like really old, and you take a boat to go from like the 10th to the 11th hole or something like that. You have to get on this little bar, it's a mini barge. It's not even a lake. It's a pond. And it takes you to the other side, and
you ferry over.
Yeah, you ferry over. There's no. I don't remember there being a driving part. You can only push cart or carry.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was a pretty cool experience.
My even par round is quickly coming unraveled here.
Oh boy.
Yeah, stop. God. Who's away? You're 21, should be, yeah.
21 feet, -5. That was close.
Yep.
That was close.
Yeah, I was at Sunset Hills playing in some random Monday charity tournament. And Garrett, who you met,
where's Sunset Hills?
It's up north. It's somewhere like Camarillo somewhere. It's a private club. It's not my favorite golf course, but it's up on the mountain, kind of like Spanish Hills.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that, but much less
Spanish Trail?
fancy. Spanish Hills.
Spanish Hills.
But it's a little windy. It's all through the hills. It's kind of like Mountain Gate, but even more up and down.
Okay.
And I'm riding in the golf cart with my buddy Garrett, who you've met.
Yep.
And he's in the passenger side. And the whole day I'm kind of noting, I'm like, the brakes in this golf cart are not great. But, whatever, it's no big deal. It's a golf cart. How fast are we going to end up going? Can't be that big of a deal. So this one tee box where you leave and you go down this windy path that makes you kind of do these 90-degree turns to try to keep you from going too fast.
Right.
And I'm taking one of these 90-degree turns and I'm like stomping on the brake and nothing is happening. So now we're turning, going down a hill, and the thing just goes all the way over, and he's in the passenger seat. So I land like on him, and he pulls his head down so the top of the cart doesn't decapitate him.
Oh wow!
And he lands on the cart path with me on top of him, and messed his arm up. The seat that holds the battery and all comes out, and we're looking, and we're playing in this like Monday thing where there's like I don't know 40 or 50 people that are not members, that are guests there.
Right.
While there's still a couple members that are around, and we see guys looking at us like, who are these assholes destroying our golf cart? And we flip the thing over and throw the seat back on and
it worked?
Take off. It worked amazingly.
But it still didn't have brakes though.
The brakes were complete garbage. We just were a bit more careful from
I think it's me.
Yeah, this is you.
Somehow. How is it me? I
you
won a hole?
I made like a double or triple bogey there.
A little too late, isn't it?
Yeah, I made a triple bogey on that one.
All right.
450 downhill or an uphill 20 feet.
Another short par 4.
Every hole is like rancho number 2.
Yeah, every hole. Except there's more wind, more sand traps, and faster greens, and taller rough. All right. Let's make it respectable here. With a couple pars or birdies. That's not good.
The Darrin Holender.
I've been in that. I've been there before. It looks really familiar.
You just want to see how good they had rendered the foliage.
I'm tired.
It's all right. Get all the bad swings out tonight.
What's your favorite course? ever played?
Riv is out of all the
Riviera.
courses, I have not played too many. I mean, I've played a couple times in Hawaii. I played Plantation Course once.
It's funny because I didn't even think about that. Obviously, it's
Following you.
probably the best
Oh, get back.
best golf course in LA. I live in LA North, and I've had the
Well, that's I
privilege to play that a few times.
haven't played LA North, so I don't have anything to compare it. Oh, was I out of bounds? No. What the?
I don't know.
Oh, were you out of bounds?
I don't know.
And that was you.
Oh, I just re-swung, huh?
Let
Yeah,
me,
you're right. Yeah.
Mulligan, Darrin. Yeah, okay, that's what it was. Yeah, I just think it's such a pure golf course that is very hard but gettable if you're playing well.
I just played it so many times that when I was younger.
Right, you don't appreciate it as much.
Right. I didn't realize
There you go.
how great it was, you know? Managed to stay out of the trap.
All right, let's see if I can get a better one here. Better. Have you played with any famous people?
Think about that.
Had a couple of random just pairings
No.
being in LA.
Probably a lot of B level talent. No major stars.
Yeah, I got the funniest story, or one I always remember is a handful of years ago. It was right before the Patriots played the Seahawks in the Super Bowl. So this was 2016, 15?
Mm-hmm.
I went to Encino and just rolled up to the window as a single, saying, "Hey, I'll jump on whatever course has an opening." And at the other window at the starter is Ryan Stiles, the guy from Whose Line Is It Anyway?
The tall guy?
Tall, skinny guy.
He's taller than you, probably.
Yeah, Drew Carey show and
Yeah.
Whose Line. And the guy's like, "Hey, you can play with him. He's going out soon." So it's like, "Yeah, I'm Ryan, I'm Brian." And we started talking, and he's from Seattle. He lives up there, and he's a big Seahawks fan. He's got season tickets, and his brother does. And so the whole time we were talking about Patriots Seahawks, but right before the Super Bowl. So that was fun. He was a super nice guy, and obviously a funny dude. But it's interesting just seeing a guy like that just rolling up at Encino playing like $20 Twilight on a Tuesday.
Well, he's not the highest paid comic in the world.
Yeah, but he was on the Drew Carey show for 10
Yeah, I
years.
know.
I'm sure he's doing all right.
Yeah, I'm sure he's doing it. Well, that's the good thing about LA is we have a lot of great muni courses.
Oh yeah, I mean I've seen
And they're
DL
convenient.
Hughley and there's a handful of other guys I played with that people would know. We met
All right.
Mario Lopez last year. Remember that? That was
We played in this tournament.
we did. We played in this tournament, and you got to watch us hit
Oh,
drives
we
on
gotta turn that.
yeah whatever hole that was at Lakeside, where we stood and watched us hit balls off the tee, and I was like, wow.
Oh, I forgot him in the trap. Darn it!
It's almost over.
It's almost over. Okay. Jeez. Making me work.
Yep. So, big boy golf course.
Probably what I would shoot right now. 15 over.
I feel like you'd play a little better than that.
Nah.
I think the putting and the chipping you would do better out there because
Probably shave a few strokes.
have a better sense of distance.
Oh, wow. Tracking.
Oh.
Oh, turn left.
All right, inside of 10. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Steve Mnuchin rolled up to Rancho last year. Were you there when that happened?
No.
Yeah, he rolled up. He played with his kid. We had just finished like a Rancho tournament, and all of a sudden a bunch of these, blacked out SUVs roll up in the parking lot.
I feel like if it wasn't for Mnuchin and what's it, the Fed Reserve guy?
Bernanke?
Powell.
Oh, Powell, yeah.
If it wasn't for Mnuchin or Powell, I think this country would be really fucked.
In trouble, yeah.
Yeah.
More so than.
Yeah.
There's a couple adults left in there.
I guess a lot of people would think it's already fucked.
Movie financier and executive producer Steve Mnuchin is saving the country from economic.
I think the movies was a small part of his
he's just
background. He's an old New York banking guy.
Yeah, of course. But he liked having his name on the Fast and Furious. And
oh, yeah, everyone does. Who doesn't? Everyone would love a little Fast and Furious in their life.
But that surprised us that he was rolling up to Rancho with his kids. That, like, you'd think someone like him's got a membership at LACC or something.
Did they fill up the foursome and put like two guys in suits?
I don't remember. I know I saw him tee off because there was a bunch of people like just watching. Everyone knew, like, oh, Mnuchin. There's not many people named Mnuchin.
Yeah, he definitely looks. He's a character. That
yeah, he's a unique looking individual. Come on. Let's drive for the day. But yeah, we were all like, I'm surprised he doesn't have just a membership at LA or Riv or Wilshire or something like that. He's obviously
probably get heckled at some of these places. You know?
Well, we figured Rancho he'd get heckled more than going to a country club.
No, like I just told someone recently, when I'm at Rancho, other people at Rancho, it's like if you're on a public bus.
Right.
You're not really talking to them. You're not really, or you're on the subway. You know,
right.
No one's really looking.
Keeping to yourself.
Yeah, everyone's keeping to their own group unless somehow, someone takes your clubs for some reason. You want to go retrieve them, or you're playing too slow, or both.
We have totally swapped our miss from
Hard path.
First.
Bounce.
Right,
Woo!
Look at
lovely.
like 50 yards.
I love it.
All right, what's the finishing hole? This one's got some water short left.
Yeah, so I'm going to keep it right.
All right, this is me here. 309.
This is the broken leg hole, right?
Yeah. Not getting to the
He
green.
broke his leg on the hole?
Tiger?
On this hole?
I mean, I don't know.
Or he finished from here with a broken leg.
Well, he played the whole. They played a Monday 18-hole playoff.
The next day, but it was like this hole that he broke it. Right?
Yeah, I don't remember the whole story. I'm sure he heard it.
I'm sure someone watching knows the story.
Our on-course reporter Lee Ross is still standing by with the fact-checking. Oh, cart path. Give me some cart paths. All right,
guys. Should I go for it? Everyone at home?
Of course.
Yeah.
What could possibly go wrong? Yeah, that's what Lee's saying. It was broke all along. His leg was messed up all week, and then it just got worse. Oh, you went after that one. Does he have enough to get over the water?
Oh!
Totally normal physics. That would definitely stop on there.
That was tin cup.
Back.
That was tin cup. I would have kept doing it. I kept going.
Give me the 7-iron. Where am I? 105. 105 out of the rough. Pins all the way back.
That's a long carry.
The pond is nicknamed Devlin's Billabong for Bruce Devlin. Sometimes we got our on-course reporter Lee Ross bringing the facts.
There's always birds right in front of that pond.
Right.
There was a flock of birds always there every
Flock
time.
of seagulls.
Flock of seagulls. All right, eagle.
Got an eagle chip.
Let's finish strong, Brian.
Yeah, get down to 70.
68 feet. What do you think? 20, 25,
Yeah, uphill.
25 yards?
You got to give it a little bit of juice to roll it up the hill. Oh, that's not going to get there.
It's not going to get there.
Not bad. It just, you get 3 feet uphill.
Ouch.
All right.
Ouch.
Finish with a birdie to get to 2 over. 34 feet, up a foot, right to left. Oh, yeah.
That's the way to finish.
He makes it.
Way to finish. All right.
Do the same thing.
Finish with a bird.
15 feet uphill, hit it 20. Oh, I like it. I like the distance. Is it going to hang? Oof. Just eaten up by the hill. All right, my friend.
Brian,
Good match. Thanks for coming.
thanks for having me.
Everybody, thanks for watching. We're going to be offline for the rest of the week. We'll be playing real golf in our club championship and we're resting on Sunday. And we'll see you guys again next week. Take care.
See you guys.